YouTube.
I'm Darius.
And I'm Janelle. And we'd like to welcome you back to our channel. So for today's video, we're just going to be talking about how we met and how we started dating, which was a requested video from you guys. And we wanted to make brownies while we're doing that. So let's get into the video. You want to start off how we started?
Yeah, let's go. Let's take a step back.
Wait, hold on. Actually, before you continue, so for the brownies, we're making slutty brownies, and I went to the store and I picked up the brownie boxes, and I didn't realize until I started reading the instructions after I opened the packages that the cookie brownie bars mix has two packages. So it has the cookie mix and the brownie mix. So I bought two boxes of brownies for no technical reasons. So you know, that's just a fundamental. So continue.
Alright, so how we met. It's a funny story. So back in 9th grade.
Oh no, you gotta start from middle school.
Oh yeah, let's go middle school. We went to the same middle school but did not speak to each other at all.
Yes, we did. I recall speaking to you.
Nah, I mean, I was on the basketball team. She cheered for 1 year, and I've seen her around school, but never spoke to her or anything like that. So there goes that. So on to high school. 9th grade, went to St. Lucia's. She went to
Somerset,
yeah.
For like the first 4 months of freshman year.
Yeah, for the first 4 months, and then she transferred over to St. Lucia's. Not knowing her schedule or anything, we ended up being in freaking what class was it?
It was a science class.
Yeah, so it was a science class.
I think it was environmental science.
Yeah, it was in environmental science.
With Miss Redding.
It was in the same class. Yeah, go from there.
Yeah, but hold on, I'm trying to think of this. So anyways, mind you, I'm like we discussed in the first video, Darius is more, you know, quiet and reserved, and I am very much the opposite of that. So we kind of just never really talked in class, but I did know who he was. So when we had like paired assignments and stuff, and then there's a specific group we had that we all kind of just clicked with. Those were mostly Darius' friends at first, because like I said, I was new to the school and I only knew like one person there. But with the whole Darius thing, he was already in his own little group in that class, and I was just trying to fit in because, like I said, I didn't have many people to talk to, and I was trying to get to know people. And, you know, I actually initiated the first conversation with Darius. I recall.
She did. Because
Darius was like the brainiac of our group, of our class. He actually knew all the answers. And mind you, I suck at math. And I suck at science. Like, that's not my subjects. I really don't like them. I mean, I do well in them, but I personally will not choose that over any other subject. So that's Darius's kind of feel. So Darius is who I used to go to for all the answers. Everybody used to go to Darius for all the answers, because Darius knew everything. And that's exactly how we started talking again. Literally how we started talking again. Because other than that, Darius, you acted kind of funny when I came to class. And I tried to ask.
Because I didn't know you. I mean, I knew of you, but like I didn't really speak to you at all.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me. Get on with the semester, going on into January. She would come to my basketball games whenever I had some, or I'd go. When she played football, flag football back then, so I would go to.
You missed out volleyball, and you missed a whole important part of this whole story. So, since you missed out an important part of our story, Mind you, we're in high school, so you wouldn't really think that, teenagers are going to be playing house in class. And that's exactly what we did. So after I got like acquainted with his group and we're all kind of getting close after exchanging numbers and all that stuff, we started playing house with our little group. And it's funny, I was married to somebody else and then we got divorced. We got divorced and then, I don't know, to make the kid jealous, I gave Darius a kiss leaving class on his cheek.
My nigga.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we were leaving class. I actually remember what outfit you were wearing. You were wearing an all black outfit with those neon green them Hirachis.
Well, I don't remember what I wore.
But
It was 5 years ago.
yeah. We've been dating for 4 years. This July makes our 5th anniversary. So that is a long time. But you can take over now.
Anyways, yeah, we started playing house. I was the dad of the group, and this other girl was the mom of the group, and we had like 3 kids or something like that. And Janelle was one of them. For some reason, I don't know, Janelle was just like not into it. She was just more focused on like, I guess she caught interest in me, so she.
You sound so cocky. You said, I was caught interest in me.
Yeah, she caught some feelings for me. And then, by that time, basketball season was over. She had a couple more games of flag football left, so we started talking, this and that, hanging out after school, walking her to the bus stop after school. Yeah, we just was hanging out with each other, and then all of a sudden, what happened?
I have volleyball conditioning because we're going into sophomore year, and then that's when you used to ride your bike to come see me.
Yeah, I stayed across the street from the school. So, and during the summer, the volleyball team had conditioning at the school over the summer, so we were still talking heavily now. And then she would ask me to come ride my bike over to come see her before conditioning started. Me not knowing what the heck I was doing, I decided to ride my bike over there a couple times to go see her, of course. And then ride my bike back over to the house. And that was that. And then we did that maybe
a few times.
Yeah, a couple times.
And you supposed to have your Women Crush Wednesday.
Yeah, the whole Women Crush Wednesday on Instagram
just started coming popular.
Coming out, so I would post her every now and then.
Of course, you had speculations from people.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, then people started asking me, "Oh, you and Janelle go out, you know?" And I was like, "No, I don't know where y'all getting this from." And then one day, I forgot.
It was July 1st, to be exact.
2015.
You and Chance were outside.
Yeah, July 1st, 2015. Me and my brother were just outside playing ball, and he asked me to, because back then he knew that I was kind of like talking to a person. So he asked me to call her, and he asked me to ask her out. Because he seen that, we was like heavily talking. So I called her and then I just popped the question. I was like, do you want to go out with me?
That is not true. You did not. No. The way you asked me, he wasn't gonna ask me out. This is how it goes. We were talking that same day when he told me that his brother had asked, is that your girlfriend? And he told him no. So he told me that, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not, because you never asked me. And he was like, well, that's true. And I was like, so I don't know. He's like, I don't know either. What if I could pull those messages? I would. He said, I don't know either. And then I said, well, it was like an awkward 10 minutes. So I was like, so are you gonna ask me?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, do you want to be my girlfriend? In my head, I was kind of freaking out, mind you, because it was kind of like in that moment.
It was weird.
Weird.
It was so weird.
So I was like, do I say yes? Do I say sure? So I said sure, and we started dating after that.
Just started going down from there, and almost 5 years strong.
But to be honest with you, Darius, when we got to school, we definitely
we kept it. When we got to school the next year, we kept it really low key until like
people started
people
paying
started
attention.
asking, and then like everybody saw us together, and then that's when everybody knew I was like, yeah, they gotta be dating or this and that. So then we eventually told everybody, and then it was like, oh, this and that.
And it was kind of awkward too because we weren't gonna say anything yet. It was because of our friend why we even because she told your dad in front of us. She asked us this first. It was literally the first day of school. She had asked us, "Oh, are you dating?" Because let's just be clear, that was like my best friend. We talked about everything. I told her about Darius, and she knew about me talking to Darius and how I felt about him or whatever. And so I had asked. She had asked me, "Oh, are you guys, dating?" And I was like, "I don't know." I mean, because we never really claimed it yet when we first started dating.
Yeah.
We just kind of kept talking. We just went along with it. I felt like that's what we used to do back then. Because when we were 15, you don't really know what you're doing. You just know you have a girlfriend. But it's like that's the time when bios were like becoming like popular. Man, we sound old. When bios started becoming like popular, where you like put like the heart locket behind your name and stuff like that. We weren't ready for all that. So
we just kept it real low key until everybody started asking questions.
Yeah, and
then we said it was official. We started.
She asked you that same day too. I remember in front of me. That was so embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
She had asked me. She had asked him, "Oh, are you guys dating?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "Oh."
Crazy. Hey, but look at us now. 5 years strong.
That's my love. And that's not funny. And then these brownies ain't going nowhere. We'll bake them afterward. We're just gonna continue talking about our little love life. And then now mind you, I was not allowed to have a boyfriend, so that had to be kept under wraps with my mama, because I don't know if your mom allowed you to have a girlfriend, but my mom definitely did not let me have a boyfriend, and my dad was not okay with boys and stuff like that. So it was kind of low key until like we made a year, which was kind of like shocking for me, because making a year with someone in high school, that's like 10 years in adulthood, you know what I'm saying? And and then our 1 year anniversary was actually a combination of my friend's birthday and our anniversary, because her birthday is like 2 days after our anniversary. And mind you, I already knew his dad, because like we all are in the same area all the time. We're going to school together, but I never met his mom. And I tell you, when he told me it was time to meet mom, and I was like,
she was scared.
I was like about to piss my pants.
She was scared.
I was terrified because I've never met someone's mom.
Mom dude's cool.
She greeted me as if we knew each other from like
back in the
days. And I was like, oh, I like her. She's so quirky. She's cute. I like her. She made me feel so comfortable. And you didn't meet my mom until the second year.
Yeah.
And
2 years to meet her mom. Crazy. But her mom's pretty cool. I like her. She treats me as her son, and I respect her and all.
But honestly, the way you met my mom was because I snuck Darius in, actually. Because I was throwing my mom a surprise party for her birthday. She did not know Darius was coming. She just knew I was inviting friends to the party. Well, she didn't know. My dad knew I was inviting friends to the party because, like I said, it was a surprise party for her. And I was throwing it. I mean, it was going well. And then all of a sudden, all my friends started coming in. And then Darius comes in. And then I remember that you guys were standing right by the French doors, and I was like, Mom, you know, man, we're gonna date these after this. After we can't go something. This ain't gonna work. Hush, hush, hush. So then, yeah. So I introduced you to my mom, and it was kind of, this is open, so be careful. So I introduced her to my mom, and it was kind of awkward because I literally told her about Darius, like in a sense, like, oh, there's a boy that likes me at school, probably like a week before her birthday party. So it was kind of like, she was like, oh, how come I haven't met him? So it's like, this is a perfect opportunity for you to meet my boyfriend. And she met him and sized him. I remember she looked up, because my mom is very small, and she looked at Darius and she sized him up, and then that's when she introduced herself. It was kind of awkward.
I didn't even realize she sized him.
I watched her do it. I watched the whole entire thing, so it was kind of just like awkward. But fast forwarding to slowly going out more and stuff like that was probably after my Sweet 16. We're trying to go on little outings with our friends. Our first date was your birthday.
Yeah, I took you to the movie theater on my birthday for our first date. Crazy. And
we had to have a friend with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my girlfriends come with me on a little date, and then
yeah.
After that, what was that? That's year 2. Now we're to year 3.
Year 3. I don't know what happened in year 3.
We really didn't. It was kind of like.
We started going out way more. Did you come over to the house, or I was come over here?
I was going to your house.
Yeah. Year 3. She would always come to my house. I would never come over here.
Oh.
For what reason? I don't know, but she would always come to my house, either after school or on the weekends or whatever.
And it was mostly because of basketball camp too that we started coming over. We used to both volunteer at his dad's basketball camp, and
that's when we started hanging out way more.
Lots more.
Fast forward now.
Taking trips.
Yeah, we taking trips. She coming to family trips with my family. I come over here all the time. Going to school together. Just living life as 20-year-olds.
Well, not exactly. Your school's like 7 minutes from my school now.
It's in the same area.
Yeah, well, it's in Tallahassee. But life is good so far, you know. People are kind of like shocked when they hear us talk about, you know, this year's our 50th anniversary. You know, it's funny because we have came a long way. A long way. Like, what's an ex when you have a husband? This is marriage, basically. You know, you don't have no in the past, only in the present and future. And that's you. And guess who gets spoiled all the time? Me. And you know, when you're playing basketball, one of the things I loved about having an athlete as a boyfriend, so to make me feel special, he will take me out. Ladies, if your man is not taking you out, then throw him away. Period. Yes. If he's not taking care of you, it's spoiling you.
Yeah, same. If your girl ain't taking care of you, leave her.
Why you saying like that? Like I don't take care of you.
Straight like that. I mean, she not buying you food, if she not buying you your gear for athletics or whatever, leave her, bro.
I feel like you are being a little salty.
She not surprising you with a little gift bag, candy trees with Gatorade and none of that.
I kind of feel attacked.
Leave her.
Am I not doing that stuff for you?
She gotta go.
I'm a great girlfriend.
Nah, she's a great girlfriend. I love her. And,
I love you too.
you gonna stay strong. Take it to, hopefully to marriage.
I say hopefully. There's no, what you got hopefully? There's no going back after this. This is, like I said, I've been in this relationship for too long.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make these brownies without you guys because we can't multitask. We try to make it cute and funny for y'all, but that didn't work for us.
And she talked too much.
You know, you hurt my feelings.
But y'all stay tuned for the next video. Coming soon.
Oh yeah, stay tuned for another story time or the next video we have. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe,
And like,
and comment.
Yes, sir.
If you are acting like you can't subscribe, we're gonna put it somewhere on the screen so you can subscribe. Don't be lazy. Subscribe. So, without further ado,
We out.
we out here. Can I get a kiss on the cheek?
No.
No.
No, you stop.
Bye.
Lot of bookings don't go back to Florida. All my Elliott diamonds is water. Money hungry, I got a disorder.